Can I help somebody else make six figures? Can I help somebody else duplicate the process? So when I became a coach, it was mandatory to me that can I help somebody else hit six figures just like I did? So not only did we build a consulting company, now we have digital products and now we have coaching. I've been able to successfully create 3 streams of income within one. Now, just last year, I thought that in order to have multiple streams of income, I had to go get an Airbnb. I had to get into Turo. I had to have a consulting firm. I had to be a day trader. I had to do this. I had to do that. Not realizing that the one business I had multiple streams all there already. I just didn't know it. And I continue to try to figure out how this machine I've already built can actually produce more money out of it without actually having to go to other places and do things that are just not in my comfort zone. Welcome back to another episode of Elevating with Kay. We are going to talk about probably one of my favorite topics, money, right? How can we actually create more than one stream of income without going and get a bunch of side hustles? Now, this is something I struggled with. So I'm going to be completely transparent with you, give you my knowledge on the topic, and we are going to drop some gems as always. You know the drill. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, and let's get into it, y'all. So I probably told y'all, I posted about it on my channel here. So if you haven't seen the video, go watch the video, how I lost a bunch of money in Airbnb. Well, that was a direct reflection of trying to figure out multiple streams of income without realizing that I can create multiple streams of income within my own business that I already had. I had no business being an Airbnb business. It wasn't my lane, had nothing to do with what I do. And I should have known that coming from a job of 9 years that you can actually create multiple streams of income within one business. So I know you guys are like, well, how? Do I have to set up for multiple LLCs? What does that look like? I always tell people, especially the people that I coach, that you never want to put too much in one LLC, right? So you don't want all your money generating from one place. But what you can do as you continue creating multiple streams of income within your company is create a holding company that houses all the different LLCs that you create. So here is my story on how I did this within my own company after I lost all that dang on money with Airbnb, trying to do too dang on much. So I own a financial consulting company. I help people repair their credit. I help people leverage their business. I help people build business bank accounts. Build businesses, get them some funding. I do it all. My whole goal is to make sure that inspiring entrepreneurs, just like I was, are able to take advantage of all the opportunities businesses have to offer. But when I created this, I never thought that this can be something that leads to another stream of income. Well, I can't duplicate myself. I can't make services less than what they already are as far as how much I'm charging. Because whenever starting a business, you have to make sure that your profit margins make sense for you. But what this did allow me to do is say, hey, if you can't afford my services, meaning that I help you do everything, I do it for you, then I'm going to allow you to do it yourself at a fraction of the cost. So this is what birthed my digital products, right? I never even thought about creating digital products. I never thought about doing any other service than the service that I was offering within my business. But when you see a need, you have to actually fulfill the need. And in this situation, there was a need for me to help people that weren't able to afford my services. So the birth of the ebook and the digital product came about. And that's what created my second stream of income. Look, I looked in Airbnb businesses. I wanted to do Turo, all stuff that I had no business being in because I felt like multiple streams of income meant that you had to have multiple businesses. But you can have multiple businesses within one. So now we have my consulting business and then we have the digital product, right? So within the digital product, birth a whole nother area how I can actually make money. So I created the DIY ebook, how to actually fix your credit yourself. Most people want to do things themselves anyway. And typically when you can't do something yourself and it's frustrating, then you're like, you know what, let me go hire an expert. So I figured, hey, let's create a funnel Let's allow people to do it themselves. Let's give them all the tools necessary to do it themselves. And if they just can't simply do it themselves, so they do not want to take all the time and energy it requires to do it themselves, then let me be readily available to help them do it. So you go from a product that can be super affordable to one that, okay, now this is going to break the bank a little bit, but at least there's somebody there guiding me, right? So 650 became the holding company, right? The consulting company became the holding company. And now we have a digital product that people can also take advantage of that don't necessarily want to pay you, right? And then I thought to myself, because I kept getting so many DMs and people asking me questions. And, I'm not going to lie, I was so against building a course because I saw all these other people having courses and I was just like, that's not my lane. But I realized that so many people were asking me questions once they read the book, like, hey, okay, I'm at this step. You said do this, but I'm unsure. So I was like, you know what? Let me do a course that goes with the ebook. All the questions that you guys continually ask me, let me put it in a course. So light bulb, right? Now we not only have the DIY ebook, but now we have the course to go with the ebook because I want to be able to duplicate myself, answer as many questions as possible, and help people continue having success on their own. It's not always about people going after your highest ticket. It's not always making people pay you to do the service. Sometimes you got to help people go fish themselves. So that was my concept when creating the course. Okay, I got the ebook for you guys. I put all the letters in there for you. But you know what? Sometimes reading and seeing stuff on paper doesn't always do the trick. So let me do an interactive course where I get on camera and I go through the whole entire book and help you through the entire dispute process to repair your own credit. And then from there, I realized, look, I love talking about business, so let's make an ebook about business. Let's make my template letters available. Let's make the digital product just as strong as my original consulting company. And now what has helped me so much is that the digital products, not only I've had to create one time, but it continues to sell itself and it gives people the trust factor that you're looking for when you build a business. People don't like people to tell them. People don't like to feel like the only reason you're in business is because you're here to take money. You have to genuinely help people to be successful. And when building a brand and when I built my brand is only to do one thing. It's to help other people achieve exactly what I've been able to achieve. And not only business, but my personal world as well. I am a firm believer that people fail in business because they don't go into business with good intentions. It's that simple. So let's get back into how to build these multiple streams. So we have the consulting business, which is the holding business. We have the digital product world. So now I'm like, okay, I have two streams of income and one income and one business. I don't know about you guys, but I come from a 9 to 5, so one income is just too close to none. So I needed to figure out how I can continue building other streams. So that's when another light bulb went after me because so many people wanted to get me on the phone to talk about how to actually build their business. But it's exhausting. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of energy. So I wanted to be available, but I wanted to be available in a capacity where I didn't feel burnt out. Newsflash, there's another stream of income. Now we've created a third stream of income just based on coaching. I will literally get on the phone with you for an hour every week to coach you on how to build your business from start to finish, how to set up your LLC, how to structure your business, where to go to get your website, build your website for you if that's necessary, how to get your DUNS number. I'm going to help you do it all one on one. But I needed to make it make sense for me because burnout is real. You get tired. But when you can create another stream of income to make it make sense for you. Everybody wins. So, from something that was just a consulting business, helping people repair their credit, build their business, then turned into, all right, well, you can't afford me. How about you do it yourself? It still gets the same result. Hey, you guys ask me a million and one questions all the time, and I want to answer everybody's questions. So, why not help just start coaching people on everything I know thus far about business? I'm not claiming to be the best in business. I'm not even claiming to have even reached my full potential in business, but I do know that I've made six figures for a reason through a formula that I keep repeating over and over with new entrepreneurs, just like I did with myself. The whole point of creating a business for me is if I can help one person, that I'm doing it right. Just because I made six figures doesn't mean anything. Can I help somebody else make six figures? Can I help somebody else duplicate the process? So when I became a coach, it was mandatory to me that can I help somebody else hit six figures just like I did? So not only did we build a consulting company, now we have digital products and now we have coaching. I've been able to successfully create three streams of income within one. Now, just last year, I thought that in order to have multiple streams of income, I had to go get an Airbnb. I had to get into Turo. I had to have a consulting firm. I had to be a day trader. I had to do this. I had to do that. Not realizing that the one business I had multiple streams all there already. I just didn't know it. And I continue to try to figure out how this machine I've already built can actually produce more money out of it without actually having to go to other places and do things that are just not in my comfort zone. I'm only at three streams right now, but I tell you, continue watching me, and over the next few years, I'm going to figure out how this machine that I've already built can continue pumping out money for you. And I recommend that if you already have a business and you already have a business that has reached six figures, you should try to figure out what other streams in that business can create money for you. I hope this video helped you guys. I'll see you in the next